Hello everyone, this is Anshi Shri and I am talking about minors capacity to enter into a contract. But before talking about minors capacity, let us talk about contract. What is a contract? According to Section 10 of Indian Contract Act 1972, all agreements are not contract. Only those agreements are contract in which parties are competent to enter into a contract. Now here comes the word competent. The word competent has been described in section 11 of Indian Contract Act 1972. It is inclusive of 3 points. First one states that a person should be of the age of majority, that is 18 years of age. Second, he should not be of unsound mind. Third, a person should not be disqualified from contracting by any law to which he is subject to. Now comes the word minor. Minor is a person who has not attained the age of majority, that is 18 years of age. When we talk about minors, this very famous case of Mohri Bibi versus Damodar Das Ghosh comes into picture. So it takes the case takes back to 1903, in which for the very first time the Privy Council held that the minors contract is a void ab initio. That just simply means that minors contract is void from the very beginning. In this case, what happened is, the plaintiff Damodar Das, who was a minor at that time, mortgaged his property to a money lender. At that time, the defendant's attorney knew about his minority but still lended him money. After that, the plaintiff later paid around 8,000 rupees, but then he refused to pay, stating his minority. In that particular case, there was a landmark judgment in which the Privy Council held that minor's contract is void ab initio, that is void from the very beginning. There is no doubt that if a minor is there in any kind of contract, the contract is void from the very beginning. The court also stated that the parties have competence, if at all, if unless the party have competence under section 11 of the act, no agreement is contract. Effects of minors agreement. First one is no liability arise out of either tort or contract. A minor is incapable of giving consent, and the nature of his agreement, of a minor's agreement, is nullity and cannot be enforced. Second one is the rule of estoppel. Estoppel is a legal rule of evidence which basically prevents a party from alleging something that contradicts when he that contradicts when he that contradicts what he previously stated. In the case of Mohri Bibi, the court stated that if a person knows beforehand what is the beforehand, then the rule of estoppel does not apply there. Also, there comes this third effect of minors agreement, that is restitution of benefit. According to section 64 of Indian Contract Act, when a party at whose option a contract is voidable resigns it, the other party does not have to perform it. It applies that a contract are voidable, but a minor's contract is void, therefore he cannot ask to refund the amount money to the money lender. Now comes the question, can a minor be a partner? Obviously, if a minor is there in a contract, the contract is void from the very beginning, void ab initio, void from the very beginning. But there is an exception in case of partnership. If a minor wants to be a partner of the partnership firm, then the other members of the partnership firm has to agree to it, and also the minor cannot hold his the minor cannot be held personally liable for any losses that the company incurred, but his shares in the firm can be held liable for the same. In section 30 of Indian Partnership Act, it is stated that if with due consent of the partners, minor can be admitted in a partnership firm. As per section 26 of the Negotiable Instrument Act, a minor can draw, endorse and negotiate, and he can bind everybody except himself. Every person who is capable of contracting according to the law to which he is subject may bind himself and be bound by making, drawing, accepting and delivering and negotiating of a promissory note, check or bill of or check or bill of exchange.